excited to be able to start our Rooted Table Talks, and our very, very first guest is Kristin with 185th Produce out here in Beaverton, Oregon. It's on the corner of TV Highway and 185th, and we're going to be able to learn a little bit about her new business that they just took over, also about some seasonal produce and how you can get more plant foods into your life. So Kristin, can you tell us a little bit about 185th Produce and how you guys came to be owners of this?
You bet. Thanks for letting me be part of this. I've been irrationally excited all week long about this, so thank you. So the store opened here about 8-ish years ago. We live just a few blocks away, so my husband and I were super excited that there was this available in our neighborhood. So we started being shoppers here. Right before the pandemic, my husband was laid off from his tech job that he didn't love. So we were sort of trying to figure out what was going to come next, and the pandemic hit. Since nobody could go out to eat, the owner of the store was swamped. Everybody had to shop and figure out how to cook, and he was having a hard time keeping up. And we were in one day, and Jason said, well, I can help you for a few weeks. And 4.5 years later, he's still here, and we bought the store. So last October was our official date of taking over as owners. So it's been a great progression from shopper to worker to now grocery store owners. So that's how we're here.
Awesome. And then we get to have some friends that have local produce, which is even better. So excited to be able to share some of this seasonal produce. Kristin's taking us kind of around the store. She's got some great ones in here. Her apples are actually outside. We'll take a little tour when we're done so you can see those. We've got some oranges, and then we've got some root vegetables that are on the other side, but we'll take you around afterwards. But you work a lot with the local farmers, the local farms around here to be able to provide a lot of the foods that are in your store. So can you talk a little about how that kind of works and how, with the area you work out in here?
You bet. So we somewhat operate as like a year-round farmers market feel here in a repurposed gas station. So as much as possible, we work with very hyper-local growers. Anyone in the neighborhood who has a surplus of things they're growing and they want to sell it to us, and we can sell it in the store. That's our starting point, and then we move outward to fill in the gaps. So we're not going to be growing pineapples and oranges and bananas here, but if we want to have them in the store, we've got to get them from outside the state. Although right now with citrus season, most of it's from California, so it's not too far away. So obviously spring and summer and fall is bountiful. We have all kinds of things available to us from very, very local growers. And it can be as small as someone's backyard and they have an abundance of zucchini and they bring it in and we buy it. And it can be commercial farms that are a little further down the road and they bring us giant bins of apples or cabbage or watermelons from Eastern Oregon, et cetera, et cetera. So we really try to work with as many growers who are very close to us as possible. One, to support our microeconomy right around here, and two, to cut down on the transportation costs and environmental impact of bringing things from farther away. So those are our big goals, to keep it as local as we can, including some of our non-produce items. So our tea and coffee and honey are all local products as well. So yeah, that's kind of that part of it in a nutshell.
Awesome, and that's what Kristin talked about, is having that where you don't have the extra trucks taking here is one major benefit to having your local produce and eating in season, is because of that extra added cost in the delivery, but also giving you more local produce to be able to not have those foods that Okay, so we talked about the underrated vegetables or the underrated produce, and one of them was, was parsnips, rutabagas. We got the beets. So Kristin has some amazing ones back here. She can tell us a little bit about these.
Yes. Love the root vegetables. They are very underrated, but they are phenomenal. So it's often very confusing. People come in and they're like, what's this one? What's this one? So this one's the turnip, a little more white with that purple, pop of purple to it. This is a regular red beet, super earthy, super sweet. This is a golden beet. So a rich yellow color inside. It's a slightly less earthy flavor, not quite as sweet, but a very similar taste, but it is a little less earthy. So some people prefer that because it's a little more mild. And then Did I say those were turnips or rutabagas? Turnips, that's correct. Okay, these are the rutabagas. 4 months in, I pretty much have it. These are the rutabagas. We've got parsnips that look like white carrots. These have kind of a bitter flavor, so some people will use them as like in place of mashed potatoes, but usually they kind of get mixed with the root vegetables to help offset some of the bitter. When we are roasting veggies, we also like to add in a couple carrots and some Brussels sprouts, and we'll just, by we I mean my husband because I don't cook, but he'll get everything peeled, chopped, all mixed together with, we tend to use butter. Obviously, if you're a fully plant-based eater, you wouldn't have butter, but whatever you want in there to help it kind of brown up, and stick it in the oven, and it's so good. So good, full of nutrients. They're beautiful. And yeah, people don't pay enough attention to root vegetables.
So we wanted to showcase those, and then also when the video is completely done, we'll be able to have a recipe. And I'm gonna take some of these home. I'm gonna mix them, roast them, give them the beautiful red color they are, and then we're gonna go ahead and have a recipe for you when the video is done, so you can make some at your own home. And again, getting these local is a wonderful thing, and also getting your root vegetables, which is in winter season, is something that you can enjoy. And your whole family can enjoy. So you can test all the different flavors and all that, and all the different lovely, colorful vegetables you can enjoy. So thank you so much, Kristin, for showing us. We're going to have a video of the place. Thank you so much for inviting us in. So you've got microgreens over there, local companies, and just amazing to be able to come back and share about our names of produce. It's going to be a monthly thing I think we're going to do to be able to showcase lots of different recipes that you can make that are easy, simple, plant-based dishes, whether you are plant-based, fully plant-based, just want to learn how to get more plants into